Jaguar Wright. I have shied away from this topic for an extreme amount of time. Um, I just told myself I didn't want to pull myself in that type of energy. Um, I've seen the sector. I am definitely a YouTube connoisseur, subscriber of many channels that you probably won't even believe I subscribe to. But kind of well-rounded, but I've seen that sector, so it's very interesting. And currently right now it's interesting how the Jaguar Wright persona and information is being projected to the masses. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead into it. Let me go ahead and say, I'll go ahead and say this for entertainment purposes only. All things are alleged. All messages are channeled messages from spirit. They're not fact. They're channeled messages. So here we go. Jaguar Wright tales, fact or fiction. All right, so I'm looking over here because I did write down maybe 4 questions that I want to go into. Hopefully I'll have time, or we'll see how spirit leads us. First question. Was she even present when some of these wrongdoings in the industry occurred? Now, I know y'all done seen all these videos on YouTube, especially on TikTok, where they be chopping it up on TikTok. And you have people who believe that she is just full of ish, and you have other people who have believed her from the beginning. They're saying she's been saying this. Now, me personally, I remember when she kind of first exploded on the scene a couple years ago, I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, and another content creator who was, I guess, mentored by another content creator, he was able to land an interview, and it catapulted, and it got like millions of views. And then from there, she just became a YouTube internet sensation. I followed her ups and downs, and I seen what she's gone through. But very interesting things, very interesting times, I must say. So, was she even present when some of these wrongdoings occurred in the industry? Transformation in the reverse. You see that first, that came out, all right? Emotional withdrawal, all right? New beginnings. Accelerated motion in the reverse. These are interesting. Authority. Awareness in the reverse. All right. So, child, these are very interesting cards. It feels like it's kind of like it's connected, but it's like all over the place. Almost like her energy. It's like, let me tell you this. This is what Spirit is saying. Just speaking to me off top, and I guess as, you know, a medium with these cards as well, just coming through. Jaguar Wright has a lot on her mind, and she has a lot that runs through her mind. First question, sub-question, is Jaguar Wright lying, completely lying? I don't believe so. I don't believe that she is completely fabricating stories. I think she is aware of a lot of things that happen in the industry. I do believe that she may have been present for certain things. Of course, just take a look, right? Just think for a second. If you are in the industry, because some people will say, well, she wasn't fully in the industry, but check out my video before. She was, I guess, somewhat in the industry. I do remember her videos. I did like the song that I saw, the video that I saw way back in the day. I remember it. Comes to mind. She was on a song with Jay-Z. So at some point in time, she was somewhere situated within the industry. So whether it was with her own eyes or from hearing other people in the industry, or a little bit of both, I think that we can give her credit with the fact that she has been around to be able to hear or witness certain things. Now, another thing that I would say is, Remember I said that she has a lot on her mind. There's a lot on her mind mentally, but it also indicates the fact that mentally, how shall I say this? Mental stability comes into play. And I'm not a doctor. I am not stating that she has certain things going on mentally. Just only from observation and just, what Spirit is revealing. She may deal with certain mental ups and downs that could have an effect on her perception of certain things and what she believes to be true or her truth. Okay. So again, not minimizing the fact that she very well was in or could have been in situations and circumstances where she either saw or heard certain things going on. And then in addition to that, there's always different things that come into play. A lot of things that happen in life, period, are not just black and white. They're not just left or right. They're not just here and there. Everything is dependent on a variable. And when certain things are added, then certain things change. Or when certain things are taken away, then certain things change. So there's always variables to everything. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, in regards to her mental state, if she has been properly diagnosed, if she was taking medication for certain things and then for certain reasons she stopped medication, or maybe she wasn't on medication but knows that she may have to take it, or maybe in denial of that she needs to take it, whatever it is. But like I said, certain factors or variables put in, taken out, can alter the effects of things. Okay, so follow me with that. All right. Now, when I'm saying she has a lot on her mind, look at these cards. You have transformation in the reverse, emotional withdrawal, new beginnings. I think she has heard and witnessed some things that made her draw back and not want to go this route. You know how you've seen interviews with certain celebrities where they say, when you get to a certain point, there are certain doors that you can walk into. You can walk through this door, you can walk through this door, you can go straight ahead, you can decide to walk through no doors. It's up to you, but your choice is going to affect your future. And so with her, I do believe certain things that she's seen and she's pulled back, certain things that kind of mess with your mental. Like if you see some crazy things or diabolical things, or you hear some things and you know it to be true, or you feel that it is true, it can really mess with you mentally. And you kind of pull back. So if you're not all in, if you are not, all hands on deck agreeing to what's being done or what's being said or what they feel like you need to do, then you'll get shut out. You get shut out of all the doors and windows, and then you can't go nowhere. You're just stuck. So I feel like I would say that's what happened with her. There are certain doors that were shut. And I think it had a bearing on her mental, which in turn stunted her growth professionally, and then also her growth mentally. I also feel like there's some childhood trauma along with some mental instability. So all those things are variables that when put together can cause bigger issues or trauma. Okay. So you have the transformation in reverse, you have the emotional withdrawal, you have the new beginnings card. So, I feel like she was shut out of certain areas, and at the same time, she's like, okay, if you shut me out, no, you didn't shut me out. I made a conscious decision to leave. So that's what she tells herself, and that's what she believes. So on one hand over here, the industry probably thought, okay, like we shut her out. Like, we closed the doors. You know what I mean? There's no opportunities for her. And for her, she's like, I decided to leave. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't shut me out. I left. And that's her thoughts. You know what I mean? So I can make it on my own. I don't need them. I decided to take the moral high ground. I decided to go another way. Right? But in turn, like I said, she got stunted. career-wise, definitely got stunted. Okay. You have this authority card. So this reminds me of different people in her life. This feels like this could be higher ups. This also could be a male figure that was in her life, that she saw as a, what should I say, that she respected. There's someone in her life that she respected, that she felt was there to look out for her or give her good sound advice, but for some reason they're no longer there. Whether it's because they passed away or for some reason that they're not no longer in her life, but there was a person that she did look up to who she felt to be a figure that could protect her, but that person is no longer in her life. So this card is kind of like a twofold. It represents that, but then it also represents the authority of higher ups and people in her life, which, like I said, have stunted her growth and possibly shut her out, in which she says she left. But either way it goes, we see the after effects, okay? And then you have this awareness card. So this right here is saying kind of like, okay, she has a vivid imagination, okay? And all these can be true at the very same time. So just follow me here, okay? So, you know, certain things that the stories that she tells, you know what I mean? They're very, I don't want to say salacious. They're very eye-catching. They're very tantalizing. They're very interesting. They catch your attention. Not gonna lie, she keeps you wanting to come back for more to see what she said. Well, what does Jaguar say about this? You know what I mean? So she keeps you interested. You know what I'm saying? But I also have a feeling with Spirit is saying her imagination is so interesting that to paint an overall full picture, she may, I don't want to say embellish the truth, but she may just plump it up, okay? And again, that can go back to how she sees things, like in her mind. Like, this is literally what she thinks she sees or what she thinks she knows. So it's her truth. So sometimes it's hard to tell people this is not the truth if they really see it as their own truth, if that makes sense. And this, I'm sorry if this does not make sense, but this is what's going on in her mind. And it's like, I'm trying to dissect it to make it make sense, okay? Because remember I said there's a lot going on in her mind, but all these things can be true at the same time. So to answer the question, was she even present for some of these wrongdoings in the industry that occurred? Again, Spirit says she may have witnessed, she has witnessed certain things, either with her eyes, you know, hearing, a little bit of both, but then mental stability and ups and downs can alter perception of things. And then also overactive imagination can add more. Say for instance, this is an example. You read a book. The book is very interesting. You're using your own mind to interpret. So your mind comes up with something that somebody else may not even come up with. The pictures in your mind, how you draw and bring the storyline together and the characters together. However, when you see the movie, everyone sees the exact same thing. So it's almost like you're led to see the exact same thing, right? And sometimes the movie is a little bit different from the book, and a little bit more is added to make it fuller and to make it even more interesting. So that's how I can explain that, okay? Second question, what is her motive behind speaking on the industry at this point right now? Now, she's been doing it, like I said, I know, for maybe about 4, 5, 6 years now. But what is her motive? Some people are saying that, you know, maybe she is just bitter that she didn't make it as far as some of her other counterparts at that time, who were labeled into the neo-soul genre. Had to think of that word. And some people think that, like what I said before with the previous question, maybe the doors were shut, or For certain reasons, she was just kind of like shunned, right? So, what is her motive behind speaking on the industry at this point? One last shuffle. And then we'll see what we got here. Oh, rest and rejuvenate. This one right here, off top, Spirit just said, I'm not going to rest until I put it out there. I can't stop, won't stop. I'm not going to stop until everything is put out on the table. So if she feels like it's just burning within her soul, if she feels like it's her duty, her moral duty to put certain things out there, she definitely feels like I cannot rest until I put it out there. Rejoice and celebration. She wants to see victory for those who have been done wrong. She also wants to, she wants victims to be vindicated. And in the process, of course, I feel like the Spirit is saying that she will also be vindicated in some of the stories that she tells, okay? The waiting game. She believes that it's all a matter of time before what she has been saying, as she stays for the longest, can be verified, for things to come to the light. She believes that she needs to speak out. Excuse me. Look at this card coming out again. New beginnings in the reverse. She thinks it's time for a shift. Y'all know how they talking about the pole shifts and everything and all of these natural and unnatural disasters and things like that. A shift is occurring and she's a part of that shift, believe it or not. Temptation. A lot of people are saying how Hollywood is falling, the elites are falling. It's time for a lot to come crumbling down. She believes she's a part of that. She has to play a part of that. You have temptation right here. Let's see what that's talking about. Last card we're gonna pull. Third eye chakra in reversed. Okay. What's done in the dark will come to the light. And all of these things done in the dark. I ain't gonna say what just came to my mind. Think about Didi. Her intentions are to expose everything and lay the cards out on the table, no pun intended. And in the process, if this elevates her, her status, her visibility, it puts money in her pocket, that's a plus as well, okay? So we ain't gonna say she's just doing that for a high moral role solely. Do believe that, you know, the perks, the ups and downs that come with it, she's willing to take it. Because you know at this point now, there are some people and some higher ups that are tiptoeing around her. But in so many words, if we see what Ray J then said last week to her about, you know, I just want to talk to you, you know, you interview for other people, but you won't interview with your people, etc., right? So you gotta take the good with the bad. It's her decision. It's what she decided to do. And yeah. Pull a confirmation card. Confirm. Yeah, this is not all for just fun and games. It says have fun in reverse. It's not fun and games. She really feels that she's doing a duty to expose the industry. Break it off in a reverse. Let's pull one more card. Divine masculine in a reverse. Yeah, she's like, let this crumble. Let it fall. Bring it down. She on a mission. That's what it looks like. All right. Next question. Is she in danger? Is she in danger? Let's go back with this deck. Is she in danger? Because a lot of people are saying, and they've been saying, since she's been speaking truth and coming out and talking against these celebrities and even bigger celebrities at this point now. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I ain't saying no names. People are like, since life might be on the line, she might be in a little danger. So let's see. A few more shuffles. Is she in danger for revealing what's been going on in the industry? Now, I must say that there are other people, whistleblowers, if you want to say, content creators who've been talking about this the last couple of years as well. All right, let's see what we got. Is she in danger? Not a laughing matter. You see, laugh is in the reverse. Let's see what we got here. Divine Masculine in the reverse. This card came out, and y'all seen how long I shuffled these cards. So this card came out again. Let's put all this together and see what it's talking about. Not good. She needs to watch herself. She definitely needs to watch herself, because these people that she's trying to bring down or trying to expose, they not playing with her. They not. She needs to dial it back. I mean, for her safety, if that's what she wants to do, because some people are willing to go that extra mile and, you know, regardless of the outcome, they decide to go ahead and speak truth. And sometimes you become a martyr because of that. But to become a martyr, what has to happen? I ain't speaking nothing, but the cards say, not a laughing matter. These people that she's bringing down, ain't good. Just got to be careful. Hope she has some security. She stays heavily guarded. She be packing or something. But, yeah. Will she be sued? That's the last question. Had to look at what I wrote. Will she be sued? Will she be sued? Let's go back with this deck here. A lot of people say that she sure been saying a lot of stuff, and other people are getting cease and desist letters, but ain't nobody saying nothing to her. And I told you, I watched YouTube enough to see her go with certain content creators, people talking about they gonna sue, and she, you know, just a whole lot of stuff, and nobody ever sued her. Now, some people will beg to say that, beg to different people ain't suing her because she ain't got no money. So what would be the point? I mean, you still could take legal action so it could be solidified in the courts. I don't know. And then have them go to jail for not being able to pay it. I don't know. But people are not, nobody has come out to sue her yet. So will she be sued eventually? Let's see. We have the Broken Ties cards. Strong Foundation. Look deeper. Hold on, let's pull some more. Start over in the reverse. New birth. One more card. Have fun. Child. There's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes that she's going to be made aware of. Like, little birdie's going to be dropping words and information to her from other people about what they prefer her to do and not to do. So there's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes, and it may be even some stuff that she ain't even going to speak on, because, you know, everybody feels like she's unfiltered and she does not leave any stone unturned and she going to tell everything. There's some things that sis going to keep to herself and not speak on. She knows better. Now, y'all think she be all out there and just outspoken and unfiltered, uncensored. She ain't crazy. She might be a little crazy, but she ain't crazy. She know what, if she values herself and her being on this earth, sis ain't gonna say everything that's going on, but I do believe behind the scenes, people moving around and I'm trying to lay a hand on her and let her know, hey. And some things she may not share. And I also keep getting this image in my mind about, I don't think she's gonna get sued, and all things are subject to change. Hey, this is just what Spirit is revealing to me now, okay? So, you know, it is what it is, because what did I say? Variables and things can change situations, putting something in and putting something out. But at this point right now, I don't think she's gonna get directly sued, but I feel like she could be named in paperwork. So take that how you want it. Anyways, yeah, this is just kind of interesting. There's always variables with her. It's all over the place, but yet it makes sense, but it's just all over the place. Damn, that's how mine is too. Child. Anyways, if y'all have any questions, any more questions you want to add, you want a part 2 of this video, let me know down in the comment section. Peace.